This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. Essential services are continuing for Indian country during the partial government shutdown. Tribal leaders are communicating with federal agencies to ensure services, including healthcare and public safety, continue. The Interior Department has released its shutdown contingency plan, which includes required services for law enforcement. The Department of Health and Human Services plan includes operation of the Indian Health Service. President Trump and Congress failed to reach an agreement to avoid the partial government shutdown on Friday. Tribal leaders and leaders of Native organizations are closely watching the shutdown for impacts in Indian country. As many programs will continue to operate in the short term, leaders are concerned about long-term impacts and the uncertainty regarding programs involving healthcare, education, and public safety. The North Dakota Tribal State Address will be on the agenda for the opening day of the state legislative session. Spirit Lake Nation Chairwoman Myra Pearson is expected to give the speech on January 3rd in Bismarck. She'll be escorted by 2 Native American state lawmakers. The reinstatement of the Tribal State Address was announced at a conference hosted by the North Dakota Indian Affairs Commission last week. Leaders from the Cocopah and Colorado River Indian tribes in Arizona recently gathered with water leaders from 7 states along the Colorado River to discuss use and management. From KAWC, Victor Calderon has more.
Native American tribal leaders attended the Colorado River Water Users Association Conference. Keith Moses is the vice chairman for the Colorado River Indian Tribe in La Paz County in western Arizona. Moses said his community is working with people, including farmers in the Yuma area, to mitigate any impact of water cutbacks.
The Colorado River Indian Tribes was blessed with senior water rights on the river. So what our purpose in this is to just offer whatever help and assistance we can to the state of Arizona, because we all live together in this area and everything that we do affects each one of us, be it our tribe or those around us.
The 10 Tribes Partnership, which took part in the Las Vegas conference, was formed in 1992 by 10 federally recognized tribes with federal Indian reserved water rights in the Colorado River or its tributaries. Among these tribes are the Navajo Nation, the Ute Indian Tribe, and the Kachan Indian Tribe. A final deal will require federal legislation and approval by Arizona's legislature before it can be put in action. For National Native News, this is Victor Calderon.
A winter storm warning is in effect for a large area of the U.S., including tribal lands, as South Dakota Public Broadcasting's Gary Ellenbolt reports.
The deep, slow-moving system is moving north from Mexico with plenty of moisture to bring heavy snow and, in some locations, substantial rainfall. Mike Connolly is a meteorologist in Aberdeen, South Dakota. He says conditions are expected to worsen toward the weekend.
That heavy, wet snow is going to set up and sit for most of the night and into Thursday. And then as we go into Thursday, the winds pick up. So we'll also be dealing with upwards of 50-mile-per-hour winds for parts of the area. So we're expecting Thursday to be a pretty dreadful travel day.
Forecasters say the storm is expected to move on Friday with cold weekend temperatures to follow. For National Native News, I'm Gary Ellenbolt.
The Institute of American Indian Arts in Santa Fe, New Mexico, was recently approved to offer associate and bachelor programs in performing arts. The change was approved by the Higher Learning Commission earlier this month and was put into effect immediately. Students can apply for the degree programs starting in spring 2019. According to IAIA, its performing arts program will be the only degree-granting theater program at any tribal college in the country. And it's being tagged as the only tribal college theater program with an indigenous perspective. I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced at the Annenberg National Native Voice Studios by Kawanak Broadcast Corporation. Funding is by Odawi Law Group, provider of Indian Law Solutions, and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, with support from the Public Radio Satellite System.
Support by AARP. AARP creates and connects people to unique tools and programs, helps conserve personal resources, and tackles issues that matter most to individuals, families, and communities. More at aarp.org. Support for law and justice-related programming provided by Hobbs, Strauss, Dean & Walker, LLP, a national law firm dedicated to promoting and defending tribal rights for more than 30 years. More information available at hobbsstrauss.com.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.